So the ways in which we're going with some of the previous conventions that you would see in the majority of soaps that are out there already. So we really wanted to contain the typical storylines that were following the conventions that you'd normally see. So we have we got the love affair, which is in all soaps. We have murder, we have death, all of these that we're going to cover throughout, which we showed a variety of these in our trailer and really want to show that we're concentrating on these particular conventions. Also, we're concentrating on particular conventions of characters. So we have your typical Jack the Lad character, who's played by Dan, and we have your little vixen, who is played by Danielle, which are both seen in the betrayal scene of our soap trailer. But however, we did want to go against some of these conventions, so we've gone with the lesbian storyline that we focused a little bit on in the commercial, which you can see is played by myself and Vicky. We really wanted to sort of go away from the norm with this, because the majority of soaps don't particularly show before Watershed. They don't like to show these kind of relationships. If they do, the majority of soaps like to go with homosexual relationships with men, not so much women, so we really wanted to focus out on that in this particular soap.
Yeah, we wanted to do something new, so we kind of, in the way that we shot it like in a kind of film style instead of your soap, you know, like just like looking out normally. We also edited in the post-production the colours of the film, which made it, you know, look a bit more film-like. It's quite a small cast. Normally you'd get, so like Coronation Street is like a huge cast. We wanted to keep it a bit more because the target audience is 16 to 30-year-olds. We wanted, you know, just like this small cast, so it'd be more focused on them. We realised that Hollyoaks, who would be our competing soap, I suppose, because it's quite big, we'd be going against them.
We really wanted to set our particular soap in more of a country / sort of suburb area, like represented in mainly East Anglia, so because we get our inspiration from where we live and our experiences. So there isn't actually, at the moment, there isn't a soap that's set in this region particularly. We didn't want it to be like EastEnders and gritty and stuff, but we did want to show that things like this can happen outside of cities, and it doesn't matter where you are in the country, these storylines will happen. So you can see in the trailer there are sections that really emphasise the country, like the opening bit with death. You see the two brothers outside a church, and you can see it's all the countryside in the background, and this is really showing like sort of where we're aiming to set it. But on the complete opposite, contrasting, we have the bathrooms, the boys' bathroom scene with the two girls in, and we have the brick wall in like sort of an urban area, which is sort of going back to EastEnders and that sort of urban grit. Yeah,
I mean we went for the kind of, we went for the film look instead of the kind of soap look, so I suppose that would be kind of, that's what we challenged quite a lot about it. Our inspiration came from Sin City in terms of colours. The colours are very kind of washed out, but they're kind of dark, so high contrast. Also skins, we kind of, I mean the storylines are kind of like that. I mean they're kind of risque, a bit more so than normal soaps. Also I'm a big fan of Guy Ritchie, so I kind of wanted to incorporate kind of like the shot with Dustin and the gun, like the low angle shot looking up at him, which looks very kind of, you wouldn't really get it in a soap. Also the poster is very much like a movie poster in that it's very dark, you can't really see the characters very well. Normally a soap opera poster would be very well lit, you can see the people, and normally bright colours just to kind of, you know, bring in the audience a bit more, I suppose, because they like brighter colours, but we just wanted to keep it very dark. Also there's a gun in it, and also the characters are all doing what they would do in the soap. So like for instance Danielle is putting a very kind of raunchy pose, yeah. So yeah.